Hello and welcome everybody to the start of a new series. I know we've done a lot of cube drafts, but Murders at Karlov Manor is now officially released on MTG Arena, and I am ready to do battle. We are starting here with a new series. It is a Road to Rank 1 series. My goal here is to try my best to try to hit Rank 1, starting from rock bottom. Right now, you take a look right here, boom, we are Bronze Tier 4. We are Bronze Tier 4. That is our current ranking. And we're going to try to go from Bronze 4 and try to get to Rank 1. So with the combination of the videos here and maybe some of my streams, we're going to try this climb. And we are starting here at Bronze 4. Now, I will note that I haven't done a pre-release. So I haven't actually even seen all the cards. So we are starting completely fresh here. Let's use this draft token, I guess, and head in and see what happens. I am ready. I am so ready. All right, MKM. Let's take a look at some of these cards here. Delny Streetwise Lookout. 3 mana 2/2. Creatures you control with power 2 or less can't be blocked. If an ability of a creature you control with power 2 or less triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Creature you control with power 2. Okay. There's a blue-white Surveil. Ooh, that's a cool one. It taps. It gives you some mana here. Let's go. This one makes a creature bigger. This one is a blue-red, 2 mana, 1/1 flyer, enters the battlefield, investigate. When you sack an artifact, oh yeah, I think I want to take that. It's a 2 mana, 1/1 flyer. When you sack an artifact, it gets +1/+1. That's definitely something I'm interested in. 6 mana, creed 3, 1/1 Thopter, Surveil, that's okay. And then I imagine this uncommon is going to be better than any of these other commons that I'm going to want to take. I don't see a super oh no, there's Galvanize. If you draw 2 or more cards, it deals 5 damage to that creature instead. So actually, Galvanize was probably the pick out of that pack, but I want to kind of also draft around the Signpost uncommons, and you'll see me, okay, well, I'll maybe take the Galvanize here. So you're going to see me take a lot of the Signpost uncommons and kind of try to draft and figure out what those cards do early on. And then as we continue down the Mythic ranks, we can try to, we'll have a better sense for what's good and what's not. Greenbelt Radical. When it's turned face up, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Creature control get trampled until end of turn. 4 mana, 4/4, sure. Corner Crook. When it enters the battlefield, you can sack an artifact. Then you can deal 3 damage to anything. Living Conundrum. If you draw a card while you're skip that draw instead, as long as there are no cards in your library. Okay, that's not a card you want to play. Possibility Storm, I know, is not that great. You investigate. Okay, yeah, I'm going to take the Galvanize here. You can't go too wrong with just 2 mana, kill anything, along with this Gleaming Gear Drake that I really want to make work. But again, also, first picking a gold card is probably not what you want to do. In all honesty, we probably should have started with double Galvanize. But let's hope that this Mistway Spy is good. When it's turned face up, whenever creature you control deals combat damage to a player, investigate. Well, that's interesting. So it's a 1 mana, 1/1 flyer, which you almost never want to play. But for the disguise cost, you can get an extra investigate. That seems okay. Moving on to some of the other stuff, let's take a look at some of the green cards. 5 mana, 5/5 with some upside. There's a basic land cycler. This one makes a 2/2, and then this one doesn't seem especially good. Cost 3 less if you've sacrificed an artifact this turn, deals 4 damage to target creature. I'm going to take this Mistway Spy. It doesn't look especially powerful to me, but I want to investigate this archetype and see how good this actually is. Because obviously if you can flip this up, sack some artifacts, the Gleaming Gear Drake can also get big. So why don't we start with this and just see how the rest of the draft can go. Out cold. This freezes 2 creatures. So if you want to be a tempo style deck, that's pretty good. Eliminate the impossible. 2 mana investigate. Creatures your opponents control get -2/-0 end of turn. If any of them are suspected, they're no longer suspected. That seems interesting. For each of X target permanents, create X tokens that are copies of that permanent. So for 5 mana, you get to copy something. For 8 mana, you get to copy 2 things. I think I'm reading that correctly. I'm going to just take all the investigate cards. That's my plan. I'm going to take all the investigate cards. Maybe I should have done an untimed one, but it's okay. Look, the first draft is going to be kind of awkward, but look, we're kind of on even footing with most other people. Look, I'm going to take Galvanize. 2 mana, 3 damage, kill something. Let's go. 2 copies of that. Definitely good. This is a counterspell. You can suspect up to 1 creature. That's fine. No More Lies is an okay uncommon if I'm blue-white. And Fey Flight is another flash combat trick. It gives something hexproof and gives it flying. That's a really great combat trick, actually. That's a really, really great variation on combat trick. I can see why it's uncommon, but I think the 2-mana unconditional removal spell is going to be better. And then if I can find ways to draw cards, if I can, for example, sack a clue token, then this deals 5 damage. So this already looks to me like it's probably going to be one of the best commons in the set. I mean, 2 mana, 3 damage, instant speed is always going to be good. Let's take a look at some of the other cards. I already have an Eliminate the Impossible. I think the removal spell is better. The Bubble Smuggler is okay. It gives you a mana sink late in the game. There's a Curious Cadaver, which gives you pretty good value, but I'm just going to keep taking all... Look, if they're going to keep passing me Galvanizes, I'm going to take them all. It's not clear that blue's open, though. It might be green, but we'll take it one at a time here. Hotshot Investigators enters the battlefield. Return up to 1 of the target creature you control to its owner's hand. If you controlled it, investigate. That seems really slow. I don't think I'm that interested in that. Are any of these green cards good? This Bite card is probably good. There was that white removal spell too, but I've been seeing a lot more green cards. As an additional cost, you may collect evidence 6. This spell costs 2 less for each evidence that was collected. Target creature you control gets +2/+0. It deals damage equal to its power. So it's a big bite effect. What else do we have here? ETB Mill 3, Return Lands, not interested. Surveil, 3 mana. This is, by the way, me just turbo reading through the cards and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. I will take the Undercover Crocodile, because even in my blue-red deck, I can still play this as a morph or a disguise card, and then unmorph it for 3 blue-blue. Taking a look here, what do we have? Enters the battlefield under your control, and whenever a detective you control is turned face-up, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Does blue-red have a lot of detectives? That's one. Is this Gear Drake a detective? I don't know, but I'm going to take it. And maybe we're going to be the detective deck. Return target non-land permanent. So this is a bounce spell with Surveil 1. That used to be good way back in the day. Other than that, it's a 5-mana 2/5 hexproof. Yeah, I don't know what this card's supposed to do. It's a 5-mana 2/5 hexproof. I'm going to take this bounce spell. Not sure that I'm going to play this bounce spell because I already have triple Galvanize. But it is an okay trick to play. But this is looking okay, I want to say, probably. But no draft can be too wrong starting out with triple Galvanize. I took some blue cards, but none of them look especially powerful. Don't think I'm going to be green. I think I'm probably going to settle into blue-red. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of fixing here. So it's telling me that this set is likely not going to be something that you want to go 3 colors that often. Sanguine Savior is a really, really nice creature if you're white-black. 3 mana, 2/1 flying lifelink is really, really tough to race. This is just your classic discard a card, draw 2 card effect, which we're not interested in. What do we want out of this pack? What does this do? Massacre Girl. 4 mana, 4/4 menace. Creatures you control have Wither. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, if its toughness was less than 1, draw a card. Okay. Concealed Weapon. Let's try taking the Concealed Weapon because it's on color. It's turn face up attached. Actually, no, I'm going to take this red-green Surveil land because it's just a Scry land that you can play in your deck, which I think is good. And I think there is a chance we might splash green. So let's just take that. There was really no great blue or red cards in that pack for us. What do we have here? When it enters battlefield, you lose 3 life. Not interested in that. There's a blue-white land as well. Makeshift Binding. Exile target creature and opponent controls and you gain 2 life. That's a great removal spell. When it's dealt 3 or more damage, investigate. Okay. Behind a Mask. I wonder if I take this Granite Witness. It is double blue to untap, which is a lot. So I think I'm probably just going to take this white removal spell on the splash, potentially. Just to spec. Unlikely that it makes our deck unless we get some good blue-white fixing. But yeah, we're not really seeing a whole lot of red cards, even though we didn't pass that many red cards here. Escape Tunnel. Sacrifice Escape Tunnel. Search your library for a basic land card. So this is an Evolving Wilds, but strictly better, which is kind of interesting. I might just take that unless this uncommon is good. When this case enters a battlefield, investigate. To solve, you control 3 or more artifacts. Sack this case, put 4 +1/+1 counters on target non-artifact creature. Ooh. When it enters battlefield, investigate. Okay. Actually, I'm kind of in for that. I kind of want to see how far I can push the blue-red investigate theme. And I think Case of the Filched Falcon kind of is what you want to be doing. And there's Shock. There's Shock and Galvanized? That seems kind of interesting. Detective Satchel. It's gold and it's blue-red. I'm going to take it. Here, check this out. I'm going to just take it and just not even read the card until afterwards. Okay, I'll read the card now. I assume it's good. When it ETBs, investigate twice. I'm in for that. Create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact token with flying. Activate only if you sacrifice an artifact this turn. So if I can make a lot of clues, then I can start using this to just pump out 1/1 flyers every turn. That seems awesome to me. Sudden Setback. It's a bounce spell. I think I just want this blue-red Surveil land, though. I can't imagine something better. It's turn face up. Create a 1/1 Thopter with flying. Yeah, that's a decent creature, but I'm going to just take the blue-red duel here. Yeah, duel with Surveil? Absolutely. All day, every day. Candlestick. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, and when it attacks, Surveil 2, sack to draw a card. Seems fairly replaceable. If this attacks and is not suspected, you may suspect it. Seems replaceable. I think I'm probably going to want this card. When it enters a battlefield or attacks, you may sack an artifact. So basically, you can cash in on a clue for free, and maybe that could be okay as just a top-end card. Maybe not. We'll see. Crime Novelist. When you sack an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on Crime Novelist and add red. I mean, look, we're looking to sack a bunch of artifacts. This seems like another build-around type card in our blue-red strategy here. So why don't we take that as well? And Hustle and Bustle. I like the name of the card. Target creature attacks or blocks if able. Creatures you control get +2/+2 and trample until end of turn. Doesn't seem very good for what we want to do. Oh, there's another crime novelist. Okay, let's do this. Let's take everything that says investigate on it and see how that works, right? And this also means that the criminologist is nice because it just allows you to sack artifacts really cheaply. Is it sack only? Okay, sack. I don't think I'm a tempo deck. I think I might need a 2-drop, so I'll just take the Jaded Analyst. How do you trigger it? When you draw your second card each turn. So when you sack a clue, for example. But sacking a clue might be too big of a cost. Grant a Witness. I'll take the Innocent Bystander. Grant a Witness, the double blue scares me, so I don't really want to take it. This is an okay combat trick. It does investigate, so it might be worth considering. And I'll just take another Criminologist. Okay, so we have more than enough playables here. It's just a question. The real question is, are these playables good, right? Do they work out here? Because we're already looking at 22 cards with 2 lands, but I'm sure some of these expensive cards like this Undercover Crocodelph, wow, they went deep on these card names, might not be good enough. When it deals combat damage, it doesn't seem that bad. Seems like decent filler. All right, what does Kellen do? Blue-green investigate. You may play an extra land. 4 mana, 3/4 flying vigilance. When it attacks, destroy up to 1 target artifact. If you control that permanent, draw a card. That seems really sweet. Do I want fuss and bother? No. I'm going to take this Kellen, and now I'm going to try to splash this Kellen. It's a rare. You got to try the rare. And we have 2 lands already. So this doesn't seem too hard. Just a splash for 4 mana, 3/4 flying with vigilance seems worth it to me. So I'm going to take that there. This is Gearbane Orangutan. ETBs kill as an artifact or sack an artifact. If you do, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. That's really nice. If I can sack a clue token and make a 3 mana 4/4 reach, that's interesting. This is a rare though. When performer or another creature controls turn face up, that creature deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. Okay, so it's a 2 mana 3/2 with some upside. It deals 3 damage to target creature an opponent controls. I think I'm going to take this one. This is a 2 mana 3/2, and it hurts them a lot. But I assume that there's more. There's more things about this card that's interesting. If you solve it, sack this case, exile the top 3 cards. You may choose one. Yeah, so it's a 3 mana, kill a thing, and then you use it to get value later on in the game. That seems excellent. And now we're looking at enters a battlefield, tap enchant a creature. It doesn't untap. Okay. I think I'm going to have enough playables, though, and effects like this have traditionally not been that great, although this does allow you to permanently kill the creature. But I think I'm interested in this Evolving Wilds here, or Escape Tunnel, rather, because I do have this Kellen here. So I just, by having this and playing one forest, that gives us 3 green sources for Kellen. So let's take the Escape Tunnel out of that pack. Expedited Interference. Whenever a creature is dealt damage, its controller may exile that many cards from the top of their library. They may play... Oh, it goes both ways? No, thank you. Let's take a random... I have 2 of these already. But it still seems better than this. Although this is a 2-drop, I guess. I'll just take another Crocodile, I guess. Probably not playing all of them. Ooh, what is this? At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each colorless creature you control, or cloak a card from your hand. I want to try it. It's got to be better than Red Herring. Murder is incredible, but we can't really play it. I'm not too interested in a second copy of Unauthorized Izzet. And whenever opponent sacrifices an artifact, this deals 2 damage to them. And we're not looking to be that aggressive there. So we're going to take the Vannifar here. And we're going to try to draft a nice little teamer deck here. I don't want to take that many green cards, though. Okay, so I'm only taking the green cards that have the rare or mythic symbol on them. We'll just take an innocent... What? I just want to read this card. Enters battlefield, put a counter? Okay. I have an extra innocent bystander. Oh, what does this do? It's another... Oh, it's a rare? It's got to be good. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1... Oh, there's a Galvanized... How are there 2 Galvanizes in the pack? Anyways. Oh, this is the Mind Control, which is also really good. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. I don't think I have enough. I'm just going to take another Galvanize. Which one, folks? Yeah, I'm going to take this one. All right. So we have 4 Galvanizes. And I will take this Orangutan. I want to try this one out, too. Just because we're going to be able to make a bunch of clues, I think. I actually don't even know. But presumably. This one channels our mana. Although it seems quite weak, so I don't think I'm going to play it. And there's another Orangutan. What does this do? And to search your library for a basic land card, reveal it. There are 5 colors among permanents. Okay. That's never going to happen. So I guess I'll just take the Orangutan here. And then now we have... I already have a Jaded Analyst, so we'll just mix up our 2 drops here. All right. And we'll see how this goes. We will see how this goes. Look, I'm not sure if this was the best way to build a deck, but I think this was the best way to build a deck and really try to take as many of these Investigate cards as possible and try to build around it that way. So, love the 4 copies of Galvanize. These, I'm not sure how good these are. This looks very fillery to me, so I'm gonna... Oh, let's take this out too. And let's play like 2 forests. That gives us 4 green sources. I can put all the creatures with... I'm going to call them Morph for a while, folks, okay? Let's just say Morph for now, and we'll make the adjustment later. And whenever a detective... what's our detective? This is not a detective? Oh, it's a bard. That's an ape. Okay. That's good. Okay. Do these make detectives? No, that's a satchel. Okay. So maybe this card's not that great, just because we don't have that many detectives. That is a detective. That's a bounce spell. These are citizens, and that's the Gear Drake. Okay. Anything that investigates, I kind of want to keep, and I want to try. Anything that makes an art. The cool thing about this is it puts 2 artifacts in play, which makes Case of the Filched Falcon a lot easier to solve immediately. And then when you solve it, then you can pay 3 mana to make a 4/4... You can turn your clues into a 4/4 flyer, which seems awesome. Yeah, this Inspector does not seem good enough. And I didn't see that many ways to deal 1 damage, so I think this Bystander's okay. But we do need to make sure that we have enough things to do early, and so we need to respect our curve to some degree. And I should probably just move all the non-creatures off to a separate pile. These are our spells. These are our spells. Okay. I don't think these criminologists are especially great. I feel like I want to just be unmorphing my undercover crocodiles instead. And I don't know how good these two spells are. I want to try Eliminate the Impossible because it investigates and it's just a nice little combat trick. And this also investigates, so I'm probably least likely to play this bounce spell. And then for 2-drops, the Jaded Analyst seems pretty rough. I like the fact that this can at least make me a clue. And I think I'm interested in something that's just an artifact that I can sacrifice. So why don't we play... Let's try this Candlestick. At worst, it cycles. It's a little expensive, but if I put it on a flyer, I can... It gives +1/+1 on Surveil too, which might be better than it looks, and I do want to try it out. I want to try out these combat tricks that investigate as well, just so I can maximize on the number of artifacts that I have. So let's try this and give it a go. Okay. First match. I have Magic the Gathering cards in my hand. Look at this. Literally first play of this series, I played the wrong land. Of course, I play the island in case I draw a forest. I can use the Kellen's sorcery ability. Ugh. Paul. Okay, let's take a look here. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, okay, we'll save our Galvanize for now. And I'm just gonna play one of these. Definitely a card that you shouldn't be taking too highly, but I think you can maybe fit one into your deck if you have lots of artifacts you can make. That's something I want to kill. The other detectives you control get +1/+1 whenever you draw your second card each turn. Target attack. Yep. That is a phenomenal card to kill. Ooh, double Galvanize. So I'm gonna attack, see if they block, and I want to use the chases on here if they block. Okay, they didn't. I didn't think they would, but gotta test them just in case, right? All right, so they take 2, and we have another Galvanize available. Another Private Eye. This thing costs 3 mana? Why did I think it cost 4? All right, well, let's kill another one. We have all the Galvanizes on the entire planet. Ooh, that's a green source. Let's attack. And then... let's play another... Interesting. Do I want to turn this into a 4/4? Because I can investigate next turn. And then play the Orangutan as a 4/4. That might be better. Yeah. I think I'll do that. Although that does mean I'm not playing anything this turn. But... this thing can't attack. This is a morph. What are we calling these? Disguises? Disguises, right? I gotta get used to that. They're disguises. Okay. Alright, so let's investigate. And let's play a 4/4 off of this. Let's attack. Actually, let's keep this back. I don't even know if that was correct. Maybe I feel like 2+1/+1 counters in general is better than drawing a card. What does this do? Untap another permanent, collect evidence 3. To collect evidence 3, exile cards with total mana value 3 greater from great. Okay. Oh. I hope my opponent knows that my creature has reach. Do you think they know? They don't know. Who would guess that the Gearbrain Orangutan has reach? just say. Yeah, let's attack. All right. And then we will play the Kellen. It's a 4-mana 3/4 flying vigilance, and it can kill things. Oh, I can even kill my own clues, and it will draw me 2 cards. Well, I guess that doesn't really do anything. Destroy up to 1 target. If you control that permanent, draw a card. Yeah, that doesn't actually work. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. Case of the Burning Masks. I think I'm just going to go ahead and This one's a little bit scary to attack with on this board now with all that mana up, so I'm just going to attack with the flyer. Oh, that's a nice one. I didn't see any of those. I would have definitely played that in my deck. I guess I could have killed my clue, but if they block here, I can just cast the Chases on. Or I can finish it off with Case of the Burning Masks. What does this do? When 3 sources deal damage? I'm going to finish it off with Case of the Burning Mask. I think I actually kind of like this as a combat trick. So let's just do that. I do want to kill the 1/4 flyer off. That way my 3/4 can still continue to get in. But we are not close to being able to solve this case. Well, this card is probably really good. When it ETBs Investigate twice, sack an artifact, it gains Vigilance, Lifelink, or Hexproof. Okay! What? Vigilance, Lifelink, or Hexproof. Alright. I guess they can sack this to draw a card, but then attacking me doesn't do anything. Well, we can still attack with Kellen, and I'm glad we kept the Chases on. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack. Do I attack with both? Yeah, let's go. Oh, I can kill this. Well, I guess they can sack it, but whatever. Oh, that's... Okay, they drew the card. Okay. Is Ezreal blocking here? I mean, they're at 12? They could just be chumping here. Okay. So now the question becomes, are we okay with just this this trade here? Because do I want to keep up Ezreal or Chases on to be able to deal with the Ezreal? Probably. Or I can just kill both of these creatures. But then this becomes really problematic because they can sack an artifact to give it lifelink. All right, you got me. All right, let's do this. And we're going to pass here. I know that means I can't make a Thopter this turn. But I want to keep up the Chases on. Okay, Seasoned Consultant. And I'm just going to hope that that last card that they have is a blink. And hope that our Chases on is good enough here. If they kill my Kellen, it's all over. It's all over. Oh, sure. Activate only if you've sacrificed an artifact this turn. So I can still make the 1/1 flyer. Never mind. Okay. I guess if they sack this, they're not drawing a card. But they're still massively swinging the race here. We can do this. Are they going to give it lifelink? Okay. At least it's only one activation. I mean, it's a very good card for sure. It's a very good card for sure. Do I take 5 though? No. Sorry, rather, I'm not going to block here. Because I want to flip this if I can. And that requires having more creatures in play. This is 5 to unmorph. What did this do? Choose any number of players. Investigate where X the total number of creatures. Aha, I should have blocked. This is an instant. Okay. So now they have 2 more clues? Goodness. Okay. Well, this is certainly good. Yeah. Gleaming Geardrake is awesome. Okay. And now I can attack with these. So this thing just taps my creatures every turn? That's really good. Let's just... they can just use this to draw a card. So let's just kill our own clue. And by doing so, we don't have to spend mana. Right? We save the 2 mana to do this. Although it's not a sacrifice. So it doesn't work with the Satchel. Or the Gleaming Geardrake. Oh! Never mind. This was not nearly as good as I thought it was going to be. Oh my. All right. Well, it is what it is. This is the start, okay? We're going to have plenty of learning moments together. We're going to have plenty of learning moments together as we learn what all these busted rares do, right? And this thing looks nice, but the problem is a lot of these blue-red cards actually want you to sack artifacts. So the upside of you actually just killing your own clue to draw a card is not that awesome. So, okay. So I think we're going to chump. They just made a bunch of tokens. Ooh, actually. So these become 3/3s? So there's no way I can... I'm at 11. All right. Oh, that's good. That's good for later. So I think we chump here. And the question is whether or not we take 6. And I think the answer is yes. This doesn't give trample, right? Like magical trample. Okay. They're not going to run out. This card is actually a problem. This forensic researcher. And I can't kill this because it gets hexproof. Oh, that's what I can do, though. I can make them sacrifice the clue. And then I need to draw 2 or more cards, though. And I drew my last card. Oh, no, but I do have this. Oh, my brain. There's just too much going on here. All right, I'm going to play this. You got a counterspell for this? Case of the Filched Falcon. Put target spell or non-land permanent, puts it on top or bottom. Okay. Let's put it on top. I think we just need to play defensively here. I can still attack with this. Oh, and this card also gets in. But yeah, let's only attack with Kellen here. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 5 is 11, so it's not quite 11, 12, 13, 14. This doesn't go to the face. Let's kill this. Okay, 3. Okay. So I can kill Ezrim. The question is, do I just want to kill this tapper instead? Right? If I just kill this tapper, because it's literally just tapping my Kellen every turn, and allows them to attack. What if I just galvanize the tapper? And then I have the chases on for... I have the chases on for the Ezreal. Yeah, let's just kill this. This is becoming kind of a nuisance. It does feel a little bit weird. It does feel a little bit weird using the Galvanize on that when I can use the Galvanize on the Ezreal. But I think this is going to work. The equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has vigilance and has 3 tap target. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. So they're going to equip their Seasoned Consultant, tap down my Kellen, and then attack me probably? Oh, or they can do that, sure. No, this is going to be great actually still. So they're going to attack. They're going to pay 3 mana to tap my Kellen. I'm going to block with Gleaming Gear Drake. Then I'm going to go Chases on. That's going to turn this into a 5/2 first strike. Then we sack the Clue and turn it into a 6/3 first strike. Or they're just going to attack? You're going to let me block? Okay. Huh. I guess they might have some kind of a trick here now. I mean, I think I go for it anyways. I suppose I can use Chases on my... Yeah, let's just target here, sure. Okay. Unless there's something I'm missing about the abilities on this card. Okay, Wrench was sacked to draw a card. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm liking where we're at. They got their thinking cap. I wonder if this card's good if you're like all detectives. 1 mana for +1/+2 seems pretty good. End of turn, we can sack this Clue and then make a Thopter. And this gets bigger. Okay. We're doing things here, folks. Yes! All right! 1-0! 1-0! Oh, look at this. Look at those little pips going up. Slow and steady, folks. Slow and steady. Gotta climb out of Bronze 4. Road to rank 1 starts today. We're gonna keep this hand. Ooh, got the nice little Surveil land here, so we have all of our colors. Nice thing is we don't have any double blue cards. There's this Candlestick, but I think I'm gonna just Surveil here turn 1. Do I want the land? Probably not. That might be greedy. Kind of want action though. I already have 3 lands. I have a 2-drop and a 3-drop with the Galvanize. Ooh. It's okay. I have my own Candlestick. Although they're probably playing a creature here. They're blue-black. Okay. Nothing? I think I played my Disguise creature. There is that counter spell, but they don't have it. And the nice thing about this is that it has Ward 2, so it's pretty safe. And our hand is just all removal. So Candlestick on a face-down creature is actually quite nice. Just because you know that it's going to be really hard for them to kill that creature. So if they play a face-down creature this turn, for example, then the Candlestick's going to be able to get us some value. This is a rare. Target opponent makes 2 1/1 dogs. When it dies, each opponent loses 3 life. All right. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Look at these doggies. Okay. Wait, just give me like 1 more second. Oh my gosh. That is just great work. Great work, Mrs. Danner. All right, I'm done. I promise. Let's kill this. and attack with our doggos. Come on, these things don't have 1 power. I mean, look at those things. Okay. Do we want to land? I can't be greedy there. That's a play for next turn. And I have double galvanize. Next turn, what I'm probably going to be doing is galvanizing something and then candlesticking. Yeah. Ooh, this card is awesome. 4 mana, 3/3 flyer, dies, investigate. I did not see that card. All right, you get your clue, and let's equip this. And let's scry. Now I kind of want lands, or I guess also just... Wait, how many artifacts do I have? 1, 2... I don't think I want this Case of the Filch Falcon, but I can always just use more galvanizes, so... Oh, it's... excuse me, Surveil. For some reason, I thought it was Scry. Surveil is better because of the other mechanic that I don't have the words for right now. You know what I'm talking about, the other mechanic? Where you remove things from the graveyard? Yeah. Yeah, we got this. All right, so they have in Agency Corner, all we need to do is equip one of our doggos, and they're going to die. Unless there's a free removal spell I don't know about. Let's do that. Let's keep the land on top. It allows us to unmorph our wow, this is a mouthful. Undercover Crocodile. All right. Apologies, Jonathan. We are now Bronze 3. Moving on up. There we go. Moving on up. Let's just get a clean 7-0 to start this series. That would be great. That would be great. All right, who is our next opponent? Psychotics. Let's go. Slightly tougher opposition here in the Bronze 3. I'm gonna keep this. This is kind of like when you have the blue like island consider or whatever. You have look. I make a clue. Of course, I'm gonna get unmana screwed. Of course. Everything will be fine. We're going to investigate, or we'll just naturally draw... How good is this hand if we naturally draw Mountain next turn? What does this do? That looks like an island to me. That looks like an island. Well, I guess it's a forest. Okay, anyways. Rebel Maverick, ETB Surveil 2, Exile, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That seems a little bit weak to me. Just doesn't seem to be impactful enough, but let's go ahead and pass here. Gonna crack this clue, try to find a red source. I did make one tiny adjustment where I did take out a forest for a mountain. Rope. Equipped creature gets +1/+2 and reach and can't be blocked by more than one creature. Okay. Let's crack our clue. Mountain. That's not a mountain. All right, Candlestick, find us a mountain. Your job is to find us a mountain. And then our crime novelists are just going to do nothing. Oh, it gives you a mana, too. I would have just played this just if it got bigger. But we are falling behind on board. Candlestick, mountain. That's not mountain. Okay, whew. Took a little time, but we got there. Interesting. I can play Crime Novelist, or I can play the Gleaming Geardrake. The Gleaming Geardrake does put 2 artifacts into play, and then that allows me to turn one of my clues into a 4/4 flyer. It seems quite nice. Although let me think about the mana generation. This is like a combo-y card, right? So if I go Crime Novelist, next turn I go Gleaming Geardrake, sack a thing, I get 1 red mana. I guess that's not that good. But it is a better use of my mana for next turn. Yeah, let's play the Novelist, sure. The reason why is By doing this, if I don't draw a land, next turn I can still go Gleaming Gear Drake, and then I'll get 2+1/+1 counters, right? Instead of just 1. And if I draw a land, that's phenomenal, because then I'll be able to play the Gear Drake, sack a clue, generate a red, play the land that I drew for the turn, and then actually use Galvanize on something. Unfortunately, the land that we drew for the turn was a Thundering Falls. But wait. We can just play this, sack it, and draw an untapped land, right? Sure. Okay, so we didn't draw the untapped land. Do we want it? Now we don't want Island. Although I guess this made me further away from solving the case of the filched falcon, but it is what it is, and we're gonna still keep this back. We are not the aggressors here. We are not the aggressors here. We're gonna solve this case at some point, all right? We're just kind of, we're getting those folders, we're kind of leaving it to the side, right? We're taking a break, but we'll get back to it later. This Gear Drake is really nice. I'm a fan. Right now, though, I don't know what any of the disguise cards can be, so it's a little tough, a little tricky. Why are you attacking me? Stop attacking me. I have a 2/4. Just stay back. Just chill. I blocked you last turn. All right, good. Because I'd be very scared if they did attack me. So the rope, killing this is not very good. I can... Actually, I guess I just play a face-down creature. I can play a face-down creature. Does this card have reach? It does have reach. Okay, so then I don't want to do that. I'm just going to pass again. We have Eliminate the Impossible up along with Triple Galvanize, noting that we can't galvanize any of these things. I'd like for them to get in for a pretty big attack here, and then I use Eliminate the Impossible somehow. Could be good. Oh, what is this? 4/4. Gets +1/+1 for each forest you control. And when it's turned face up, search the library for the 2/4 cards and reveal them. Put one of them into the battlefield tapped and... Wow. That's not that bad. This is a 5/5? I guess the disguise unmorphing it is a lot. Okay. So is this when I sack or... Oh, it's when I've drawn 2 or more cards. There is no way to save this, right? Okay, so they got me with the shock. Okay, so they're attacking me with a 5/5, which I can't do too much to. Although, no, I can't. So I'm just going to double block here and then cast the Eliminate here. Just at least get a free creature here. Oh, no, I can't. I can't do that. Of course. Of course. Reading. Reading is a critical skill that I do not possess. The thing is, I kind of want to face this up. It costs a lot of mana, though. Actually, let's just do this. We take no damage, and we have a clue. And we found a commercial district, and now we have some options. We can sack this clue, and that'll turn on our Galvanize, and that allows us to kill the Flourishing Boomkin. So why don't we do that? It also grows this. Okay. All right, crime novelist, you're doing some stuff. Definitely want to galvanize this. And do I want to galvanize this? I don't think so. Yeah, that one seems not worth galvanizing. Crime novelist. I don't think I want the second one here. And then the question now becomes, do we attack with this 3-5? We're at 16. Probably not. Although I don't have no idea what this thing can be. It's probably just going to be some ginormous monster, and we're just going to be like, uh-oh. What did we just do? And I will say, the Ward 2 is... I did say it was going to be a ginormous monster. How on earth am I killing a 6-7 with my deck? There's just no way. So they just... Okay. Now what? Do you have something on top of that? Does this have additional abilities that I don't know about? I mean, I think my biggest hope is just to double block here and then galvanize this. They can't shock this. I can't imagine they have a way to kill Crime Novelist, unless there's an instant speed bite spell. This is one of those, we are not in a good spot. So we're going to double block this Hellion, knowing that this is probably not going to go great for us. Oh! Yep. Yep, that happened. That happened. Okay, well, I can't even... Man, this thing is so ginormous. I think we're just dead. All right, well, we will try. Kill the rope. And what does this do? If 3 sources deal damage. Okay, well. I mean, I suppose our play here is block the Hellion and double galvanize it. Yep. That's our play. Nope, that is not our play. That is not an option. Okay. Well, now our play is to draw a mountain to cast double galvanize plus case. Oh, I guess they just solved that case, didn't they? Although I guess we're also going to solve this case. So we're going to go Case of the Burning Masks, and then double galvanize. Oh, the old 3-for-1. Well, better than being dead. That's what I say. Yep. That happened. I spent 2 premium common removal spells and a solid uncommon to kill your common creature. That's what happens when you play against big green decks, though. Maybe that makes Galvanize a little worse, but the fact that it can also deal 5 damage, I mean, it's still got to be good. It's just... I would actually love to have one of these in my deck. All right, so now they're going to exile 3 cards. What did they find? Wow. What is this? Okay, well, they just found 3 action cards. Evidence 6? Is it just one of them? Choose one of them. Oh, okay. And just about if evidence was collected, put a +1/+1 counter target creature you control. Why did they do that one? Weren't there better targets? Is this not better? A 3/2 double strike trample? Oh, they could target the Maverick. No? Well, we'll see. Is there something I'm missing about this card? Let's see. Evidence 6 reach. It's a 2/4 reach. Okay. Oh, hey. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. But we're at 5 life. They're at 22. They have a better board, and we have nothing right now. We've solved our case, so we need to find something really good off of this. Oh, that was good. All right, so I definitely want to use this. What do we get? There's the Detective Satchel. Certainly going to take that. Let's investigate. And let's play this. And is there any merit to sacrificing this now? Not really. Oh, I need to play it this turn. What am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? I thought it was in my hand. Oh, just classic bronze 3 mistakes. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. All right. Okay. Look, this is going to continue happening, okay? This is going to continue happening. Oh, we're going to lose anyways. They drew something to kill us anyways. Oh my gosh. I guess I shouldn't have investigated here and I should have just made 2 creatures. All right. GG's. GG's opponent. You got me. I played myself. I think we could have probably played that one a little bit better. Well, the thing is, if I play the Satchel, I'm still not sacrificing an artifact. So I don't think I would have been able to make the 1/1. So I would have just died to that combat trick off the top. But that doesn't excuse the fact that I should have still played both, not investigated off Kellen, and then if they don't draw that pump spell, I'm in great shape, right? Because now I've solved my case. I can make a 4/4 next turn, and then I can draw a bunch of cards. So definitely still a mistake, and we got to clean it up. Keep. The Case of the Filched Falcon. Get that clue. And let's keep up Galvanize. I think I want to make a 4/4. Maybe I just morph. Oh, definitely don't want to kill that one. Oh, Crime Novelist is actually what I want to do. Yes. Next turn we can when you sack an artifact. So I can make a 4/4 and generate a mana and then galvanize something. Or if they play something huge, I can just sack this and then galvanize something. I guess solving this is kind of rough just because oftentimes you want to be cracking your clues. So setting up situations where you get to actually use this is not the most trivial thing in the world for sure. So I am interested in killing this 4/2 flyer. So why don't we? And having a 4/4 in play seems awesome. So why don't we add to the board by playing the orangutan? This will give us red mana. Oh, this is awesome. Play this, galvanize the 4/2 flyer, and attack. That was a good turn. That was a good turn. Thank you, Crime Novelist, for that little extra bit of mana. And then what do we do next turn? Do we just play Kellen? Instead of trying to get max value. 4 mana, 3/4 Flying Vigilance seems pretty good. If I draw a land, what do I do? If I draw a land, specifically, no, there's no way. Yeah, no. Specifically, yeah, any land will do. Then I can tail the suspect and play a disguised creature, and that might just be better. Because also the playing an extra land is relevant because I have Thundering Falls. What just happened? What does this do? Choose one or both. Kill a creature. Okay, so Orangutan down, and then they played this. Attacks face down spells you cast this turn cost one less to cast. Okay, I don't think that card is very good. Okay, so why don't we tail the suspect? Is there a way, if I sack this, I get a mana and then I have this? No, I can't do all the things I want with the Novelist. All right. Oh yeah, I think I want that card. And then let us attack. And then play this face down. And then we have Vannifar. At the beginning of combat, so this just pumps my face down cards, or I can even turn excess lands in my hand into 2/2s. Yeah, so this card seems really sweet. It's not hard, where it's a common play pattern where you just go turn 3 face down card, turn 4 play this, and put a +1/+1 counter on a colorless thing you have, and boom, for 4 mana, you got 4 power and 5 toughness worth of stats. That seems really good. All right, so they're gonna make the Goblin Mask Maker a suspect, which gives it menace, I believe. And then that also attacks. Whenever one or more suspected creatures you control attack, surveil one. Oh, that card's not bad. Okay. Well, I'm not going to block. And I think I want Vannifar over the Kellen. Kellen is a nice blocker, but Vannifar just gives me more stats immediately. So let's do that. And then let's go to combat. I guess I could have attacked first, but I think now I just kind of want to stay back. If I get in for 2, I feel like there's just a lot of instances where my opponent can just really get me here. So I'm just gonna chill. The question is, do I want to sack this? If I hit a land? Yeah, let's just go ahead and sack it. I don't think we're gonna need the mana from the Novelist, and I'd rather just keep that pumped and just not miss any land drops. Mostly because I have this. I guess this is good with extra lands, but maybe I should have held it in my hand. Did they draw another removal spell? They're highlighting my Vannifar. Don't kill it. Come on, you had nothing. Just relax. Oh, what is this? Target creature gets -4 flash. Wow, that card is incredible. 4 mana, instant speed, kill anything, and when it's on the battlefield, when your creature dies, you drain me? What? And they get to draw a card? Interesting. Yeah, you draw your card. Go ahead. All right. So we have this card, which is going to be a 6/6. And it costs 5 to unmorph. And then I can just play Kellen. The thing is, they're at 13. Is there any merit to attacking with everything? They only have 2 mana up. Yeah, let's do that. This can't block. Okay. Let's we can also just play Kellen and keep up Eliminate the Impossible. Yeah, let's do that. It is tempting to unmorph this, but I think this also makes it really safe for us so that this turn, even if they decide to get aggressive, they're not going to be able to do that much damage to us. And the next turn, we have the play of this unmorphing this and then also sacking our clue. When it dies, you may exile it and collect evidence 4. If you do, return it to the battlefield tab. Okay? It's a 3/3 though. We have a 3/4. So don't think they have a great attack. All right. And let's just 3, 4, 5. Are there any artifacts to kill? No. Okay. Attack! Eliminate them possible is going to make it very difficult for them. What are your blocks? Ooh. Night Drinker Moroi. Okay. Let's just go ahead and do this. And that kills both of those. They take 3. I can actually crack this clue as well. Just to get in for more damage. And that gives me another play this turn. And I think I'd rather just have an extra creature than flip this turn. So let's do that. Or we can just win the game. We can just win the game. But hey, I've actually been enjoying the gameplay so far. A lot of back and forth. Kind of still exploring this format, learning what all the cards do, learning all the interactions, but it's felt pretty nice so far. Keep 7. I will say, cards that don't look that great. This orangutan. Because you have to make the decision on whether or not you want the... Throwing away clue to make this +2/+2, it's not trivial. Like, the clue can also be used for value, right? So, I'll keep it just as a 2-drop. Okay. Izzet 3 more damage. Okay, so they get to play a face-down creature here. And, yeah. I don't think we block, though. We just attack, they play a face-down card, and then... Okay, sure. Let's attack. And then let us set up with a... crime novelist? Sure. Crime novelist works here. We have the candlestick. They really want to kill this novelist. You see that? I'm going to do it too. I'm going to make you nervous. Look. Yeah. I might. Don't worry. I might shock it. All right. We're going to block. I mean, they can shock it, but if they shock it, they shock it. Yeah. I wasn't doing much with that card anyways. Oh, but they had another card. I thought the shock was going to slow them down. If repeat offender is suspected, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Otherwise, suspect it. Okay. Let's go ahead and play face down card and a candlestick. What you got for me? I can block the Mask Maker. It is always nice to at least... these are by no means high picks, but it's always nice to have a couple of effects like this in your deck, just so that when the games do go long, you just have stuff to do with your mana, which is what I really like. And the Ward is a really, really great addition. I think the designers did a phenomenal job there by choosing to add Ward to these face down cards. I think it was A+. Because nothing feels worse than getting your morph shocked. So, I'm just gonna attack. I'm gonna flip this up. I'm going to flip this up. If they have a removal spell later, that's fine, but I just want to make a clue. What is happening here? Okay. Boom. Give me that clue. And now, I mean, there's a lot of pressure here, right? This is just a 5/5 in play that you definitely don't want to connect over and over again, because there's so much I can do with that token. But they're highlighting it. It's probably dying. They're playing red-black. I mean, yeah. That's okay. That was good. Not gonna lie, that was pretty good. It's a nice little uncommon here. So we can just face up the Crocodile, or hopefully if we draw a land. Nope, that was not a land. It's turn to face up until end of turn. Whenever creature control deals combat damage to a player, investigate. It's turn to face up. Okay. It's a 3/2. That's a 3/2 with menace. That is quite annoying. Is it an artifact? It's not an artifact. I kind of want to just play this face up as a 6-mana 5/5, if possible. So maybe I just make a 5/5 this turn. Yeah, that seems okay. I can play this, sack the clue, and then equip the candlestick, and it's a 5/5. I mean, there can't be a 1 black way to kill this, right? So, Repeat Offender is still pretty annoying. And red-black is kind of rough if he has too many copies of Deadly Complication. But there can't be too many of these, right? Just unconditional. I suppose there's also murder. We need our, I don't know all the card names. We need one of our 4 copies of deal 3 damage. Galvanic Blast? No, that's a Scars of Mirrodin card. We'll call it Galvanic Blast for now. Until okay. It's a lot of Mask Makers and a face down card. Okay. All right. This is a lot. A lot to deal with here. I think we played a Novelist. And then we probably just spread the Candlestick. I think we're not in a position here at 10 life to try to race them. So let's go ahead and equip the Novelist. And then pass. And now we're kind of at the mercy of what they have. And this is where you can really get tempoed out if they have a removal spell. It's really tough. And also, when we're tapped out and they have the Morph, it's just, when they have the face down card, it's like, what do you have? What do you have? There's not much I can do. So. And with the low life total that we're at. So right now, if they can't kill our creatures, the Repeat Offender can't attack, because we can double block. So this format doesn't seem absurdly fast, but it does seem extremely important to be on the play, just because the first person to be able to untap with their disguised creature just has such a huge advantage. It just makes it impossible for you to really block as the defender if you're trying to keep pace and play your own creatures. All right, I'll take the freebies. I know I'm at 10. This is it's a 6 power creature. Oh no. Oh, that's brutal. I was like, unless it's a ginormous creature, which it was. So I think we're dead because oh, wow. Okay, so I need to find a removal spell here. because these are both menace creatures. Okay. Oh, I should have just sacked the Candlestick instead of moving it. Okay, so that's a removal spell. Okay, we're gonna kill the Bone Brute. No, when it dies, each opponent loses 3 life. Oh! Oh, this thing's a beating! Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, they even hit us with the good game! They even hit us with the good game! Man, I'm getting good gamed over here in Bronze 3. This is rough. This is a rough start. I'm not gonna lie. This is a rough start. Alright, we need to rattle off some extra wins in a row. Okay, we're on the play. We got some Galvanizes this time. I'm happy. Very happy. Got a 2-drop, got the Satchel. So, nice little controlling opener here. Thundering Falls. I kind of want lands, to be honest. Ooh. Okay, I mean, it's a rare. What can I can't just bottom Kellen. It's a rare. Ooh, Thinking Cap. Okay. All right, let's play the Bystander. Next turn, we can go Galvanize into Commercial District. Really looking for lands. But what if it's my other rare? Then what do I do? Okay. If it's Vanifar, I will bottom it if I can't find a land. All right, deal? Oh, that's a great draw. What is it? I'm pretty much bidding anything that's not a land, I feel. Yeah, that one is an easy graveyard. Then we can go ahead and play the Gear Drake. This card does seem really great. It's probably better than Galvanize, right? I don't know. Lightning Helix! Okay, I knew about that one. It's still exciting to see an old card come back like that, though. I'm a fan. Definitely a fan. Attack? Okay, so let's do this, because that allows us to use this potentially. I need to draw a card here. I need to find a land. Ooh. I thought it was more likely for me to draw an island than a forest, but then we drew the forest. Oh well. It's okay. We can still Galvanize. Not this card, though. Please play a Galvanized target. Please and thank you. What is this? When this is turned face up, create 2 tapped 1/1 white dog creature tokens. Okay? All right, we'll Galvanize this. And we will now go ahead and play. We're going to hit for 2. I'm going to play the Satchel. I don't think we're in that much rush right now. Oh, look at those dogs. I don't think I'm in that much rush right now. So I'd rather try to get more value here off the Kellen when I can. Vengeful Tracker. Whenever an opponent sacrifices an artifact, it deals 2 damage to them. Wow. So I'm going to take 2 from this, but I can kill it. So I probably should do that anyways. Yep. And then I can make a Thopter. And then I can kill this. And then I can investigate. And I can attack. Okay. Still not bad for us. Not a bad turn at all. Do I want to be trading Thopters here? Probably not. Oh, that's... I'm okay. I'm okay with that turn. All right. Oh, does it say all colorless creatures? Thopters count as colorless, right? Oh, look at that. So why don't we 3, 4? Yeah, why don't we crack a clue? All right, going off here a little bit. This can also kill the thinking cap, but I kind of want to crack a clue, make another Thopter, and then play Vanifar and put a counter on each of my Thopters. That seems pretty sweet. Okay. A land. Let's make a Thopter. Play Vanifar. I like this. I like this a lot. Yep. Oh, yeah. Vanifar doing some work here. Yeah, we even got the nice. I appreciate that my opponent also appreciates sweet things happening, right? Let's all appreciate each other. What does this do? It's a 2-mana 0/3. When it attacks, you can sack an artifact or discard. If you do, draw a card. So you can rummage. Okay. Anyways, all right. Bronze 2. Bronze 2. The climb. We are climbing. All right. 4 and 2. Got to rattle off 3 more to try to get the trophy. Is there a term for getting the 7 wins? Do people have a word for that? I don't know. This is interesting. The way that we need to sequence this is kind of interesting. I think I need to go, instead of going escape tunnel, let's hit them with the hello. We go forest, tail the suspect, then play the escape tunnel, and just to save time, let's just go get that mountain now. Oh, wow, I thought I misclicked. Wait, I can't get the duels, right? It says basic land? Yeah. All right, what is this? It's a 2-mana 2/2. Whenever another creature power 2 or less enters the battlefield, it gets flying. Okay. And now, I will play my turn 3, 3/4 flying vigilance. I'm in for that. I'm definitely in for that. Sample collector. 3-mana 2/3, collect evidence. Okay. My creature flies. Be careful. Do I want to make a 4/4? I think I want to make a 4/4 here with the galvanize. And I do want to play this turn. Well, we'll keep that too. Submit 0. Yeah, let's make the 4/4. I think just playing the game of playing these 2 large monsters and then just having galvanizes up seems really strong. What does this do? ETBs, when you enters the battlefield, when you solve a key, look at the top 6 cards. You may reveal an enchantment card from among them and put it into your hand. Okay. So if I play this, I will solve it immediately. But I also can just attack with both. I think they're likely to double or triple block. And then galvanize is also quite good. But solving the case also seems really good. So maybe that's what I do. And I just save the galvanize for later. Yeah. Yep. Because this ensures that we deal 3. But I want to wait till next turn. Because I learned this from the previous one. Where you have to cast a spell that you solve the case for. Haha. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, we were going to galvanize this probably just end of turn anyways, just to get in for more damage. and have more things to do. All right, 5 wins. Let's go. What are we looking at here? Not the most exciting hand, but hey, look, I have Island, Mountain, Forest, and I'm on the play. We'll keep it. I will lead this time not with Mountain because I have Kellen. We'll lead with Island here in case we draw Kellen off the top. Kellen would be a sweet, sweet draw. We've been drawing this Forest a lot. We only have 2 in our deck. The next, maybe they play an artifact here. The existence of this card makes me not want to play artifact creatures, by the way. Whenever one or more non-token creatures you control die, investigate. Wow. It's a nice one. Well, I'm just not going to kill any of your creatures. Whenever one or more non-token creature... Wait, so it counts itself? That's pretty good, right? It replaces itself. Does Galvanize exile? It should. No blocks. All right, here's a face down card maybe. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. Here's my question though. Do we attack? And then I guess we just have to galvanize this, huh? Yeah, maybe that wasn't great. Well, to be fair, they're unlikely to crack this clue, and then we can play the orangutan. Oh, that's good. I can also make this a 4/4 reach, but I think that's unlikely to be successful against the Grixis deck. The Satchel just uses the mana the best. So I'll just play the Satchel. It does... It's not a great tempo play here. Although, the nice thing about that is I can play the orangutan, sack a treasure, or sorry, clue. There's so many different token things now. Sack a clue, make a 1/1 for free, which is pretty good. So that's probably my play. What does this land do? Oh, it's a disguise land. When it's turned face up, add 2 mana of any color. Sure. Okay. Cold Case Cracker. And yeah, so let's go ahead and play the orangutan. Let's sack an artifact. It is now a 4/4 with reach. Let's activate. Let's keep up Eliminate the Impossible as well. They're going to crack their clue. Yeah, they got some value there for sure. But now we have a nice blocker. But of course, they can easily have a way to kill this. And then things are going to get a little dicier for sure. Or if they don't, and they don't know that this has reach, it's secret reach. Although it is killing a bunch of flying things, so if you actually just look at the art, I guess it kind of looks like it has reach. But a 2/2 with reach kind of feels weird, right? It's like, if you're a 2/2, you're probably not that big. So then how is an ape able to actually grab things out of the sky? Yeah, these are the things I wonder about. Okay, what just happened? You may collect evidence. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. If evidence was collected, instead each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. Wow! They made me sack the big one. Nice. Okay. I'm just gonna run the shrink skis. And we're just going to be able to make Thopters. But these face down cards are problematic for sure. Let's go ahead and make another Thopter. Do I play the Novelist this turn? I kind of want to keep up the chases on. So let's just pass. It's super risky, but I think we're in a pretty rough spot here anyways. So I think part of what allows us to get back from this spot is to block and cast the Chases on to kill the Cold Case Cracker. Maybe they kill one of my Thopters here too. But I mean, these things are just going to crack me for a lot. Yeah. Ugh. Being the first to flinch in this type of scenario is so rough. I mean, it does look like I'm just chump blocking here. So if they have a big thing to flip over, this is probably a great time to do so. What does this do? When it's turned face up, or one target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Okay. And then... Okay. We take a gazillion damage. Literally a gazillion. And then we get to pseudo go off with Crime Novelist here with all these clues. But they have a bunch of cards in hand. Still not ideal. Let's crack this. It grows. Make a... Okay. Ooh, Orangutan. I think I just want to have another 4/4 in play, to be honest. Just have another big 4/4 reach creature in play. Yeah, let's do that. Let's sack this. Let's make a 1/1 Thopter. And sure. Maybe this was a little a little aggressive. We'll see. We'll see. Guess if they kill this, I can still double block here and take this. So I'm liking the Crime Novelist. The Orangutan is just okay, it feels. Okay, well, that got murdered. All right, well, now I'm just going to double block here and hope I don't die. I mean, alternatively, I can single block here and hope that my creature's bigger than this. Maybe that's better. And also, I can't just randomly die. Okay, what was this? What were you? The Bubble Smuggler. What does this do? This is another enchantment that deals... There's so many enchantments that deal damage to creatures. Then if it has 5 or more counters, we need to return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Wow, okay. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? All right, so we have a ton of mana. So my plan here is to equip my Thopter. Attack with said Thopter. Surveil, bottom. Innocent Bystander, are you good enough? It does allow me to investigate. Because I can sack the Candlestick to draw a card. I can sack the Candlestick to draw a card and draw the Innocent Bystander and to make a Thopter, and then I have to triple block the Offender at Large. Whenever one or more creatures die, mill a card. I guess I'll keep it. Do I play this land? We do have Vannifar. Although if we have Vannifar, I'm probably pumping my Thopters. Although I am triple blocking here. Okay. Yep. All right, we're at 5. They have 2 cards in hand. They get a trigger here. We're investigating here, though, which is good. I think they only get 1 counter here, right? Yeah. And person of interest. Okay, that's pretty good. So they have a 2/2 menace creature and that. I'm going to hold off on sacrificing. I need to draw action this turn. Let's sacrifice this clue. Draw a card. That was good. And let us just play this face up. All right. The comeback trail, folks. The comeback trail. Oh, they made me discard that island. I hope I don't regret that. All right, does this just get chumped? Probably, right? I can double block person of interest and then block the 2/2 here. Ooh, that's okay. Now we're cooking here, folks. We're definitely attacking with this. It's going to get eaten by that. And then we're going to face this down. Oh, right. What does this do? Whenever it has 5 or more, return a target creature from your graveyard to your hand. They have Offender at Large, which is pretty good. It doesn't give trample, right? Okay. And we have mana to unmorph it? Okay. All right. So face it down, pass. But Blood Splatter Analysis is now 2 counters away from being able to return a creature. I don't think they want to attack. Okay. Let's block like this, I guess. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact. Okay. Face up. All right. Okay. Oh, Galvanize. Whenever one more creature... Okay. So... they're going to be able to get something back. They're at 16. I want to save this Galvanize. Let's attack with both Crocodilfs. Okay. This allows us to investigate. Okay. They get something back. What are you getting back? Look at these late game Crocodilfs. Oh, Cold Case Cracker, not bad. Do I want? I think I want to sack now, just because I can draw another threat this turn. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's keep a card in hand because they have the 2 mana 1/1 discard a card. All right, got the good game here. Does this put us to bronze 1? Okay. All right, very close to silver. Slow and steady. Okay, this is for all the marbles. Okay, all of the marbles. Not the best hand, but I think I keep. This is for the 7th win. Okay, so I'm going to play this. I just don't know what I want to get. It feels like it's Mountain, but then I'm basically never playing Vannifar. But the Mountain just allows me to play everything in my hand, right? So I guess we'll just have to find the forest at some point later. Sorry, Vannifar. I like casting my spells. Okay, Innocent Bystander. Into these orangutan. All right. I think maybe I want 1 orangutan in most of my decks. And Shock is still a phenomenal card in this format. Because it's still a way to kill this guy's card. Ooh! Yes, I am here for it. All right, 3 mana. Yeah, 3 mana 2 to reach is so below the bar here. But it's our only play. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right, so we're gonna cloak something here. Person of Interest is just a good card. Anytime it's like 4 mana 2/2 make a thing, it's always good. Let's see. Question is, which one? What do I want to cloak? I feel like I just want to add to the board. I mean, they can still kill this, but none of the other things seem good enough. So let's do this. And cloak a card from my hand. And you can uncloak it if it's a creature card. Okay. Which card do I care the least about? I think it's the Candlestick. Yeah, I think it's the Candlestick. The Orangutan might actually be relevant if I go Satchel into Sack and Artifact to make a 4/4. I mean, this is almost certainly going to die if they have a removal spell. Okay. Put a +1 on this. Okay, so that's a 3/3 suspect. All right. What is this? Another suspect? Oh my gosh. Okay. Are any of these artifacts? I just keep asking because I want that to be the case. I think we're too behind, honestly, to... We're too behind to run out the Satchel based off of their play. But this Rakdos seems nice. All the menace, all the good removal, blood splatter analysis too. Okay, our opponent has a phenomenal Rakdos deck. They just have all the good uncommons and good, like, look at the removal. Blood splatter, deadly complication, galvanized shock. Whew. All right. Probably just attack with everything, right? Wow, that seems very conservative. I guess this kills things. I'm just going to... And they're both menace, right? Yeah. All right, I'm just going to use this to fog. Take 1 damage. And then... do we sack this clue here? I think we do. The reason why is if I find an untapped land, I can play the Satchel and draw a card. And I want to find a removal spell too. Maybe I should have left another red up in case I draw the 1 red card. Okay, we didn't. Let's play the Thundering Falls. Spin that. And let's just go ahead and... we'll keep that. Actually, we don't need to do anything right now. Let's keep this back so we can block the Juggler if they keep that back. And then otherwise we can just... Okay. So let's block here. And then Galvanize here. They're getting a bunch of counters on this Blood Spatter thing. But not too much we can do. And now we have the Satchel, which I think we play. It's just a way better use of our mana to play the Satchel, sack, and then make a 1/1. Okay. Chase is on. All right. Next turn we can go Crime Novelist, sack. Can't block. It's got... Wait, oh, we can block. Wait, what happened here? How did it get unsuspected? Wasn't this suspected? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I just don't know. All right, let's do this. We can attack with this, and then we can just pass. Because we can galvanize something huge if they decide to play it. Well, they probably have another removal spell. Interesting. What do they have? Is it shock? I think I just block. Wow, this is just so... I mean, we just sack, right? Okay. I mean, it might just be shock, to be honest. They already cast a shock. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, Rotfarm Mortipede gets +1/+0 menace and lifelink. Leave your graveyard. Okay. All right, let's get a 1/1. Okay, double galvanize. Huh. So I kind of want to kill this more. I guess I just have this 2/4 here. So we can just do this and just chill. Yeah, that looks good. If they kill this, then I can still cast Chases on, investigate, and we'll be good. I don't think for 4 mana there's a way to... I'm just wondering for 4 mana if there's a way to make this... Is there a 4 toughness creature for 4 mana? Let me think. So if I galvanize... Okay, no, I think we're... Because I have to pay 2. Dang. All right, let's go for it. There you go. What was it? What was it? It was a 3/3. There you go. All right, so they get something back, which we couldn't really stop anyways. They're at 17. And they get a creature back. And they have a lot of options. But we'll at least know what that option is. What do we have? There's a drain, something that drains me for 3. There's something that lets them gain 1 life and surveil. What do they target? Okay. Person of interest, sure. Oh, that's incredible. But okay, yes. I guess I think I can afford to be a little bit greedy with this. So we'll just wait there. Let's attack with our flyers. And then we'll just pass. Person of interest. Okay. All right. Let us make a 1/1. Draw a card. Do we want to use galvanize? Let's make a Orthopter. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill the Mortipede while we can deal 5 damage. Because we just drew the second galvanize. Oh, it doesn't work! It was on their turn! Oh my gosh, this is awkward. Well, now I'm priced in. Oh my gosh, Paul. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Okay. We're getting aggressive now. That is a little bit embarrassing. Okay, no, it's a lot embarrassing. I just thought when I draw a card, it's just kind of like when you crack a clue and you draw a card, you feel like it's been turned on. That's not actually the case with the Galvanize. It only really works on your opponent's turn. Or it only really works on your turn because it's really hard to draw 2 cards on your opponent's turn. Unless you have something like Demand Answers. Okay, so hopefully I make that mistake just once, right? Hopefully I make that mistake just once and we don't do it again. But really loving our spot. Our opponent's at 9, we're at 10. We have the Chases on. They played a Shady Informant, which is pretty good. But now we can just mostly focus on attacking with our flyers. And be in a pretty good spot from there. This one can't even block, though. And this can deal 2 damage to any target. And I also have chases on. I mean, that is just lethal. Maybe I just attack with everything. Yeah, let's just attack with everything. Do we kill this to draw a card? We don't have any clues anymore. No. Not. Because we can make one here. So we can is it undisguise? We can undisguise this and flip it over. See if they have any responses here. I guess they can just trade and kill the crocodile. But for 2 mana, I think it's going to be really hard to kill Kellen. So let's just target Kellen. All right. Let's see if first strike damage resolves. Okay. And then do we just flip this over? Sure. And I think that's it. All right, we did it, folks. We got the 7 wins. There was some loose play involved, but that's kind of expected. This was basically my first time even just taking a look at most of the cards in the set, but we were able to draft a cool blue-red investigate strategy and get our first trophy. Of course, we started at bronze 4, so it's going to be a little bit easier right now. And then as we start ranking up, it's going to get more and more difficult, but still off to a pretty solid start. Cards I liked. Galvanize obviously was fantastic. The ability to have it deal 5 damage is absolutely huge. Make sure you do it on your turn when you crack your clues. The crocodiles were also fine, just as a nice mana sink late in the game. Something you're not going to take over whatever removal spells, but always happy to have some of this so that you always have something to do with your mana. The Gleaming Geardrake was phenomenal. Kellen was good. I didn't like the fact that it didn't really synergize with the sacrifice your artifacts as a bonus theme, right? It feels like it should work. You go Kellen's, kill my own artifact, draw a card, and then you feel like that should also trigger the Geardrake, but apparently it doesn't. So that one felt a little bit weird to me. And then the Vannifar was just phenomenal. Vannifar's fantastic. You should take this highly. Probably try to splash for it if you can, if the mana works. This is the turn you play Vannifar. It's a 3/4 that either pumps your morph or you just put another 2/2 into play from your hand. So this card is a phenomenal creature. The Satchel was nice, probably better sealed deck card. It's a little bit slow, but if you draft the deck around it, I think this can also do a lot of work. And I also really like Caves of the Burning Masks. If you can set up a scenario where you play this and then you can deal damage with 2 other creatures, you can flip it on the next turn, and boom, it's a 3 mana card that kills a creature and draws you a card. This card is a high pick. You should definitely take this highly. Cards that were not as cool, I would say, it was probably the Gearbane Orangutan. It did a little bit of work. And I'm still not sold on the Mistway Spy. You have to spend 5 mana to undisguise this, and then you get a 1/1. So I might be missing something with this one because it's just a lot of mana to get a 1/1 flyer, and that's not something that I'm super interested in. Case of the Filch Falcon also, I found myself sacking a lot of clues all the time. So I didn't find that it was super trivial to be able to flip this over, but it's not a huge cost to put this into your deck, of course, because it's just 1 mana to make a clue. So all in all, thought that this deck was cool. We had some nice rares to splash for, and they were very impactful. They were very good, and really happy with the result. So first video in our road to rank 1 was a success. We went from bronze 4 to bronze 1, got the 7 wins. Hopefully we can pile on a lot more to try to get that rank 1. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to hit the like or subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. I'll catch you next time.